mission is to encourage and uplift women to birth their ministry and accomplish their mission. Together, we are the difference in action for positive change. Two humanitarians, Drs. Anita Mckaney and Tomesha G. Walker, are changing the world by giving voice to women around the globe, encouraging authors, marriages, mothers and wives to live out their ministry on mission. Join us Fridays at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and spread the word as we reach out our goal of making a difference in the lives of 200,000 women. Welcome to the show.
Hello, guys. Hey. All right. We are here for the after show. Hey, this is Ministry on Mission with Ambassadors Dr. Tomesha Walker and Anita Mckaney. Welcome.
So happy to be back. I'm excited about our guest today. We're talking about a pretty serious topic, even though our guest is a comedian. Who knew?
Oh, no. Well, I'm super excited that we have the opportunity to speak with and have Cathy Houston. Welcome.
Thank you. It's such a privilege to be here and on this matter.
It's an important matter, and I'm so glad that you brought it out in your brand new book that's available called Don't Touch Me. Tell us about it.
Well, Don't Touch Me is a book. It's a children's book, but it touches the hearts of ages 5 to 99. And it is a book that deals with, it's a way to tell the kids to be strong. And if someone comes to them, they can say, "No, don't touch me." It's directional for them to get away. It's also a segue into them talking to their parents about if somebody's ever touched them, and prayer in the back for the parent that's been touched. So it's kind of a twofold book.
I love that because it really does help both people. Because I know as I was raising my boys, boy, give me some words to say, like give me direction or roadmap, something to help me like navigate parenthood. So this is a great resource. And you said it's for any age. So
Yeah.
that's incredible. And then there's prayers in the back, you said, or is it for each chapter? How does that part work? What's your
It's
recommendation for how to use the prayers in the book?
Well, my suggestion is to sit down with your child, especially if they can read themselves, have them read it to you. And then there's prayers in the back that you can pray over them, pray over yourself, pray for somebody that you think may be in this position where they are the victor, the molester, or you can pray over them too, because you never know, it could be a relative or a friend. And God forgives us all. So
I love how when we talked in the
mhm.
episode, you guys make sure you jump over to ministryonmission.com and watch the episode. We got a chance to really just talk through like the precipice to the book, how it leads and directs you on things, and how God really spoke to Cathy about doing this. And so we champion this cause as we are currently studying and preparing and getting ready to present internationally on domestic violence and areas of violence against and gender-based violence. I am excited because this, to me, is a true tool to help the generations make a difference and really cause each other to talk more about the issues and what's happening. And then I love how you shared during the episode about us talking friend to friend and family member to family member, because we really don't know what's going on in other people's homes, but we and our children have an opportunity to make a difference in somebody else's life. And I love how you shared that earlier. So again, guys, if you didn't get a chance to see the episode, make sure you get over there and watch how Cathy shared about this. It really just opened up for me how you have to think from other people's points of view as well. And how we talked about like the reason why people do things like this and what they have going on in their own lives Like, I don't know that I always think about that in situations, but I love how you bring that out, how you help us to humanize and realize the issues that everybody deals with. So if you would say, what is something that you would love for us to walk away with? Because I know you gave us a lot of tips in the episode, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I'm totally using it with my kids. But what would you say is something that we could implement even today or tomorrow to help our children to deal with this issue?
I want you to implement courage, and I want you to implement empathy, because they have to be able to come to you and tell them, don't be afraid. I'm right here. Come to me.
Yeah.
Children need somebody, they like, as a child, I wanted to be a child lawyer because I felt like we had no rights. I was like, we've got no rights. And you do what your mama say, you do what your daddy say. But if you guys could spread courage to the children and empathy to the parents, that if you have children, open the door. Leave the door open for them to come. It's not just a Bruno Mars song. Leave the door open for them kids to come and talk to you and say, hey, listen, I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm your mother. I love you. And we can talk about anything. Just pre-warn me and no cussing. Okay. And let me know you need to talk to me off the mommy chart. And that way, or off the daddy chart. And give them a space, like promote a space for children to come to parents. But also give both courage to say, hey, listen, you can come to me and talk to me. And children, take courage. I'm here. That's what I really want you to know.
And I love that. Take courage. That's something that the Bible tells us to do, actually. Be strong, very courageous, right? And that's
Mm-hmm.
something that he told a younger young man to do. And so that's something that I love, because a lot of kids are timid, they're afraid, they're shy, anxious, worried what's going to happen. Am I going to get in trouble if I
Right,
tell? No, is it a
right.
safe space or not? And so I love that. That's one of the things that is your goal in the book, is to really make the kids more courageous. I
Yes.
love that so much. And can I just say that I love your rule of no cussing? Like, you can tell me what you want to tell me, but I don't want to hear
Just
all that language.
right,
Okay,
right.
I like that part too.
Thank you. Yeah, the kids, they
That's
really
a
need
great
us.
rule.
I'm so grateful for you guys, and I appreciate what you're doing. Keep going, man. Keep setting up platforms for people like me to just have a voice. It's
Mhm.
very important. Life and death's in the power of the tongue. And if you guys give us a voice, guess what? It'll promote life. It might promote death. But I know you
Mhm.
guys are only on the God side, so it's gonna promote life.
Thank you so much.
You're
Yes.
welcome.
That's why
Thank
we do what we
you.
do. And for many of the people that do follow us and that work with us in the community, this is an example of why we do what we do.
Yes.
As she spoke about on the show, you know, if you all have looked at Dr. Anita's website or on any of her social media, or I myself, like the foundations and the organizations that we have to help orphans, right? To help
Oh,
widows, to help people around the world that need assistance, you see right here the reasoning why. It is a change for the better, for what God has from the kingdom of heaven to here, right? We are speaking forth what God wants to see and what He wants to have happen here in this earth for ourselves and for our families. I love how she talked about the need for us as women to help and train the younger women. And if anybody knows, that is one of Dr. Anita's passions, right? If anybody knows, that's one of her passions.
It really is.
So it is, I can't even say mind blowing, because God is continuously doing things that expands my thoughts about how great He is and all that He is doing within our lives and within this world. And as I said in the show, it is amazing to me that this is the topic that we are talking about right now. It is, because as Dr. Anita announced before, there are industries, there are laws, there are different movements that are specifically talking and speaking towards the support of women. And as we are learning more about gender-based violence, there are call to actions that we have, things that we need to do to change the culture so that the same atrocities are not continuing.
Yeah, she's speaking about one of the things is the International Day of Preventing Violence Against Women and Girls. That's one of the things that
So
we are working on as
Mhm.
ambassadors even now. And it's truly going to make a difference because more and more people are recognizing that violence is happening much more than we realize, and that many more people are being affected much younger than we realize. Not only that type of violence, but human trafficking, all of those kinds of things all kind of tie in. Just wicked people doing wicked things, and it has to be stopped, And so if we can write a book about it, then we wrote a book about it. If we can be one of the voices as ambassadors to speak about it, if we can be a person that's on the street to actually rescue people from trafficking, if we can be a voice for those who have no voice, that are having violence like children, then, if you find anything good in your hands to do, you should do it. Right? That's what the Bible says. So I want to thank you so much, Cathy Houston, for writing such a needed book. You spoke about, and y'all have to watch the previous show to see why she wrote the book and how that came to be. But thank you for sharing your story with us and for giving us just a glimpse of how God turned your mess into a message and how he turned your ministry into your mission, into your passion. And I really appreciate what you have done. And I do pray that this book reaches far and wide and really just explodes among all the people who need it. Because you being local to Cleveland, Ohio, right? That is one area that needs this message, among many others, of course. But, that's something that people are seeing more and more is like somebody touched someone took a child, someone is missing now because someone did something they weren't supposed to do. And so it's a scary world we live in. And I think that we just really need to pay more attention to what's going on in the world around us and not be so closed-minded, not be so quiet, but be more verbal as you are doing. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
If you could remind us again how to get the book from you, we would greatly appreciate that.
So you can email me at CATHY, S as in Sam, K as in kite, I as in igloo, D as in dog, Z as in zebra, 24 at yahoo.com. That's Cathy's Kids 24 at yahoo.com. Or you can text at 216-355-2847, and my secretary will definitely get back with you. All you have to do is just say, hey, I want Don't Touch Me book, and we'll make sure we get it in your hands, definitely.
Woo! Thank you so much, you guys.
Perfect. Thank you.
We are all about learning and growing and expanding your business and your ministry. So don't forget, for those of you that have been asking, we do have tickets available for you for Ministry on Missions Launching Leaders Conference 2024. So make sure you jump over to the link that you see, and you will be able to grab your tickets even now. So we will see you very soon. We're so excited to continue, as we have been doing all along, to share the mission of the Lord as we prepare the way for his return. Thank you again so much, Cathy Houston, for being here, for being an amazing author, and for most of all saying yes to the Lord and following what he gave you to do. Man, you are truly making world change, life change, generational change. Thank you, thank you, thank you again.
You're welcome.
And ladies, don't forget to start your ministry and finish your mission. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thank you for joining Ministry on Mission TV. On behalf of Drs. Anita Mckaney and Tomesha D. Walker, we invite you to connect in the community and online at Ministry on Mission. Here at Ministry on Mission TV, we equip and encourage women to start their ministry and finish the mission. Remember,
Isaiah 40:3. Prepare on purpose.
Mark 1:3. Let's hear your voice.
Nice. So